Yo, this is your boy C Brown coming to you live on Dunking on Sports, yo. And we bringing you another episode of What You Know. It's your boys. You guessed it, Tunnel Vision. Yeah, we out here giving you that news. And right here, we're going to go right back to the first video we shot, not the blooper reel, but where he wanted to talk about the DC universe.
Yes, the DC universe. I think that what we'll get out of it is going to be pretty interesting. That's all I can say. I don't really have high regards I really don't have a high opinion of DC, what they're doing, but I like it. They're my favorite characters. I think at the very most, we will get an interesting movie. And when I say interesting, I'm playing the fence because I don't want to say anything disrespectful. But I will tell you that I think that I'll have a strong opinion once I walk out.
Okay, well, let me step in here because for some odd reason, this nigga is talking robotic. Excuse my French if you're watching this video. I don't want to offend anybody.
It's
but
YouTube, bro.
Like I was saying, I respect that they put Cyborg in it. I'm glad that they put him in there because Cyborg has always been one of my favorite Teen Titans. He's also the reason that my gamer tag is Bango Dang.
You watch Teen Titans Go?
Not necessarily, but yeah, he's the reason why my gamer tag is Bango Dang on Xbox Live. If anybody want to game with me, but I was. All right, but I like Flash in the movie. I don't really like Batman or Superman or Wonder Woman. I haven't seen none of those movies. I probably will watch Wonder Woman so we can discuss it on here. I heard it was sweet. Superman
so
versus
who do you like? You don't like the DC universe.
I really don't. I watched all the Batman movies, like the Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and all that stuff.
Dog.
I watched the '90s cartoon and everything, but besides
Batman is like almost like when you say I like Batman is like saying you just like Batman. Like it's bigger than the DC.
I'll say this: I don't dislike Batman. I don't dislike the DC universe. But what I am saying is, Marvel captured my heart. I don't know. I just like I like the who else?
That's cool.
Wolverine, Gambit, cool. Blade, Black Panther, Luke Cage. Jubilee was cool.
You like Jubilee?
Yeah, she was cool. I don't know.
In the movies?
No, not in the movies. I don't like none of the X-Men movies. Let's keep that 100.
Okay, because I was say usually like Jubilee in the movies. That's like 13 different actors.
Let me tell you a little backstory. The reason I like Jubilee is because when I was a kid and she came on the cartoons, she shot fireworks. Who other superhero shoots fireworks at people? Now, I know they're probably not fireworks, and I'm sorry for all the comic book heads out there. It's probably some special or unique term to them.
Sidebar, that theme song is the best goddamn theme song on the planet.
Which one?
The X-Men cartoon
from the 90s? I don't know. The Batman rivaled that joint back in the day, because anytime you heard that joint when you was a little kid, you was like, I'm running to the room. I want to see Batman.
I think when that X-Men joint came on, like, people was ready to do drugs to that shit. Like,
we were kids, dog.
I'm just saying, like, that was almost like rave music. That shit was fire.
And I don't really trust Ben Affleck. I think that's his name. Sorry.
Ben?
Yeah, being Batman. I don't like his track record of IMDb. I don't like his list.
The thing about this with the Ben Affleck as the Batman thing, they got some bullshit, which we saw was the whole, like, he don't want to be there. They asked him at Comic-Con, and he was talking almost like he didn't really confirm it or not he was leaving. He just said it's the best fucking job. He said it's the best fucking job I've ever had. And I don't really know where his mind is. I remember seeing when they showed him in the Batman vs. Superman, like, reveal. He looked sad as a bitch that was going through the divorce and all that shit. He looked fucking sad. But I think I'm not completely sold on him yet either. But I do think if he channels some of that shit, that darkness, he could actually, like, do a good job. I think so.
He probably could. But we're going to go ahead and segue out of this joint because I'm really not too comfortable talking about the DCU. So we're going to get into this Real Player 1 trailer that we looked at probably like 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, thereabouts. It looks very sweet. I don't know why everybody is stacking up trailer park homes like they're pancakes, but I guess they'll explain that during...
It's a dystopian future, man.
I guess they'll explain that in the movie. But I did notice that this fat girl, she was, excuse my language again, this fat girl had her little goggles on and she was believing that she was a stripper. I believe everybody's beautiful. Short, fat, ugly, white, green, yellow, blue, purple, whatever. You're beautiful. In your own special way, everybody is meant to love somebody. Somebody's out there to love you. So if you're seeing that, that's a PSA for, whoever's out there. Everybody deserves to be loved. So getting off of that, the movie looks super duper sweet. I don't know how they got rights to put all these different characters that's in there. I don't want to spoil the trailer, so we're gonna keep it real lightish. But
yeah, basically, it's just like the trailer is basically just showing like this in the future somehow the universe of media is like transcended just television and movies, and you can see that all these different characters from these different properties exist in the virtual world. So what's happening with it? I mean, I don't know what the book says. I don't know.
I haven't read the book either.
So the thing is, I think it looks cool to me. It reminds me of like when I saw Wreck-It Ralph and they showed that scene where everybody's sitting there together, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, what the fuck is that movie about?
See, I'm glad you said that because when I looked at the Real Player One, I remember I was thinking of Wreck-It Ralph and Tron. That's what I thought about.
Tron. I was surprised I didn't see Tron. But one of those.
That bike kind of resembled it, but
scene,
it was definitely a PS2 game.
The bike scene,
or very Akira-ish.
Yeah, and the way it hit the U-turn. The back turn.
And why was he driving a bike and everybody was driving a car? We'll get into that later when they give us more stuff about the story.
Oh, yeah, because we don't work for Warner Brothers.
And Cyclops, is he no longer going to be in the X-Men universe?
Oh, yes, he is.
Is he going to start doing the trilogies? Or because everything's a trilogy now. So I'm just presuming that Real Player One is going to be a trilogy. But I like Cyclops. I like that Cyclops. I like the older Cyclops as well. Because he was dumb funny in Death at the Funeral. He was hilarious.
He put the picture up.
What do you mean? Who?
He put a picture up of him wearing the Cyclops mask for the next movie.
That's cool.
So that's confirmed. He's going to be like at least for X-Men Will Try One More Time. I don't know what the name of the movie is, but it's some shit like that. It's like X-Men Will Try One More Time.
That joint was horrible. They need to stop making them joints like, yo, because why did Apocalypse look like Ivan Ooze? Nobody liked Apocalypse. Like, he didn't look intimidating. Yeah, he did some intimidating things, but he did not look intimidating.
We're in a universe of everything's connected now. What you mean, like,
and
Ivan Ooze? Look.
Go ahead.
Apocalypse looks like Ivan Ooze. The Power Rangers look like Flash. And
they look like Iron Man.
They look like Iron Man and the Flash. And then, like, everything looks like everything now. It's like, I feel like there's, like, 3 people who design costumes for fucking Hollywood. This is comic book movies. It's like 3, like, they lazy as shit. They don't even, they ready to quit.
And that's what, seeing that we're talking about this, I know this might be off subject, but. Go ahead.
Shout out to the costumes for Black Panther, though.
Yeah,
the African American lady who's making them jumps. Them jumps are fire because they're dope.
But also something that we were talking about off camera that I'm going to bring to your light. I don't believe anything should be called a reboot if it's within or under 10 years because the material's still fresh. So you're trying to reboot something that you're using reference material that ruined the current films before. So it can't be a reboot not unless you're using rebooted material, meaning like from foundation up. Like, you can't be using references from this Spider-Man movie or this Spider-Man movie and then try to reboot it. Yes, I just took a shot at all the Spider-Man movies before Homecoming. They're straight trash. Homecoming has...
Spider-Man 2 is great.
Okay, first of all, like I said, tunnel vision right here. It's my vision. These are my views. So, like I said, all of them before Homecoming... Probably should. All the Spider-Man movies before Homecoming were straight trash. I haven't seen Homecoming yet, but I've heard a bunch of reviews about it, so hopefully it was good. Hopefully it turned out okay. Hopefully
straight trash?
Yeah, no. They were great to watch, but it's like,
I get it. Because if a mother has like 6 kids, right, and one's good and the other 5 are bad kids, she's gonna look at the kids and say they're some badass kids.
Probably so.
But except one.
No, I'd rather watch Despicable Me on a Lonely Sunday instead of going back and watching the Spider-Mans. Or the X-Mans for that matter.
Damn, nigga.
I mean, it's just facts. I just can't.
Well, okay. I won't even disagree.
It looks uniquely beautiful. I mean, how they showed the transition of Spider-Man. But it's like, you keep giving me the same thing. Like, finally, we're starting to hear about a good Venom and a good Carnage movie. And it's like, they technically said they might or might not be in his universe. So it's like, how long did it have to take?
Well, let me give you, this is the only thing. I'm going to just play business advocate, not devil's advocate. The reason they do that shit, with some of that shit, is because they'll lose the rights, bro. Like, some shit loses rights if they don't use it. That's why we about to get another Fantastic Four. And they announced a Doctor Doom movie at Comic-Con. Did I tell you that?
Okay, no, I didn't hear anything about the Dark Doom, but they did stop at Fantastic Four too because that jump was horrible.
But
I love my boy Michael B. Jordan. Keep hope alive.
But anybody who's ever playing Johnny Storm, right?
Johnny Storm.
Anybody who's playing Johnny Storm, like there's a seat for you in the Disney office. Like once you fuck up over wherever you at, they're gonna come pick you up. But anyway, it's a rights thing, man. It's like they just keep it up. They have to. Because if they don't, they'll get rid of it. They'll lose it.
This is true.
I mean, that doesn't excuse the shitty performance, but I don't know. The movie, like, the business is just the way it is. It's just the way it is. That's why I told you. That's why we get the X-Men movie every 2 years. They all suck. And then we still get another one. Like, nobody's pausing on those shits.
I don't know. One thing I do want to see if the powers that be that are watching this video or you get this video sent across your desk. I mean, I don't know. Can y'all please remaster the Matrix trilogy in 4K so I can get those and watch them in 4K because I believe that would be spectacular.
Just do the first one. I don't really care about the other one.
See,
just do the first one.
He don't even like Fast and Furious. We're not gonna get into that, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that right now. It's not enough time to talk about that. It's 8 films. No, it's 7 films. Subtract Tokyo Drift. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Let's just talk about Rocco's Modern Life and Hey Arnold trailer. Can we please digress and move away from Fast and the Furious?
I'm not gonna say nothing about it until you brought it up.
Will Smith, Martin. We need that Bad Boys 3, dog. I need that.
That'll come when you don't want it. Like all these movies come. Any movies come and they make a free. Like
he did good in what was it? Suicide Squad. DC movie that was good. I liked it. A lot of people didn't, but I did.
Suicide Squad was a good movie. And when I said 3 critically acclaimed, it was out of 4 in the little reel. But I don't know, man. The industry is interesting the way it goes. I mean, you said I'm not gonna say anything about Fantastic Four.
No,
not Fantastic Four.
Furious.
I'm not gonna say anything about it. But what I will say is,
go ahead, process it. Take
audience, I think we're just complacent, dog.
What you mean with what?
I think we're complacent. That's all.
Go ahead. You put it out there.
I'm just saying, like,
you gotta digress on that, Joe.
I'm just saying, man, like, them shits ain't no movies, man.
What are you talking about?
Them shits is stunt reels, dog, with fucking dialogue.
And they're freaking excellent. Yo, hold on, you want to sit there and talk about stunt reels?
But I don't watch them. So the thing is, I'm gonna say it first. I don't watch it. I'm not gonna shit on it.
Hold on. When Tony Jaa came out with his movies, them Jones were straight stunt reels, but everybody was loving them.
Which one?
Umbach and The Protector.
Okay.
Everybody, them Jones was mad stunt movies.
But what year was this?
Early, mid 2000s. All right, and I'm about to take another stab out here. I love this dude before I even say this sentence. People gonna be mad at me that sentence. But Jackie Chan, he was never known for his acting. He was known for doing great action and stunts. So you can't say that Fast and Furious was just a stunt movie with a good storyline.
But no, it's
because Jackie Chan, Brooklyn in the Bronx had the worst story ever, but that movie was sweet.
But I'm just
facts,
saying.
Right? Yes or no?
They didn't make 8 of those though. That's all I'm saying.
Jackie Chan made a whole bunch of movies that was straight chit ass, but the action was sweet.
Whoa, kung fu movies.
Whole
level of
It's still an action movie.
I get that.
Then name one Jackie Chan movie that had a sweet story and a great action sequences and a great story. Name me one. That don't even count. He didn't do a lot of action in that joint. Most of that joint was Chris Tucker and him being buddy cop movie. But they weren't like a full action movie. I'll give you one. Gorgeous. A lot of people haven't seen that Jackie Chan movie, but they had a great story, great action. Look it up, Google it, watch it, whatever you can, stream it.
All right.
Go to your local Second and Charles, whatever, download it, buy it, you know what I mean?
You gonna plug them and then I can't show the logo on the cup.
No, you cannot plug. You can show them the side of the cup, the orange cup. But you can't really show them the cup because we ain't getting paid for that. But y'all can holler at me.
Shout out. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but I don't want.
Let's not and move forward.
I was gonna fuck up your job. Man.
Let's not. Why? See, now people know I work there, but if you
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
So what happened with Hey Arnold? That was a good trailer. Yeah, you said. Yeah, all right. So we saw that joint. That joint was nice.
Okay, I showed him. I sent him to Rocco, and that sent you Rocco
and Hey Arnold,
and he didn't like.
I didn't like Rocco. I didn't like it.
I think
Don't giggle. Bring it out. What's up?
It's funny because it's just a fucking cartoon, dog.
Because they bash in the time that we live in. Like
they didn't bash in the time. They just showed it as different.
Dog, that whole they had.
And sidebar, the Hey Arnold trailer and the Hey Arnold movie. Big ups to that shit.
Yeah.
Big ups to that shit because...
Even though I don't like Harold's voice or Gerald's voice because it doesn't sound like...
Oh, you know what that is? You know what that is?
Ooh.
You remember the show that came on Nickelodeon with the fucking ghost kids and shit? The ghost man and the two sons and shit? The Haunted Hathaways, all that bullshit?
Oh, yeah.
You know the youngest son?
Yeah.
That's the Gerald in the movie.
I knew his voice sounded different.
Well, they all different for those two people.
Hold on. Let's
Sidebar though. I will commend Craig Bartlett for making the movie. Because he talked about that movie for years. And I always thought he was never going to make that shit. And I thought worse than that, I thought they would wait till he got old or maybe something happened to him and then they try to make that shit without him.
Hold on.
I appreciate that shit. The Vision, that's one of my favorite shows of all time. I fuck with that shit. But back to the Rocco shit.
But yeah, back to what I was saying. Rocco, I didn't really like it because, one, it's super graphic. So if kids are going to watch that joint, they cannot... Two, it's not going to be put on Nickelodeon because they cannot show that during kids' times because if that trailer is anything like the cartoon, they can't show that all that death, blood, and getting killed and stuff. And then they going to make kids scared of what they're dealing with today now.
Do you know who worked on that show, though?
I don't know.
Sidebar, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm going to let you rant. I just want to throw out
I'm
tidbits.
I'm going to rant.
Seth MacFarlane working on that show?
Oh, yeah, that's it. He's cool, though, but it's too graphic for kids.
Steven Hillenburg,
it's supposed to be a cartoon.
The creator of SpongeBob worked on that show.
And I know the cartoons are supposed to be for us now because we were the adults have grown up on those cartoons.
Butch Hartman worked on the show.
I know that we're adults and we grew up on those cartoons, but now those cartoons will be supposed to be meant for our kids.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like a...
What?
I'm going to just make a caption because you didn't give a shit.
I don't know.
I think people will like that.
No, I gave a shit.
I don't even like to know
I'm just saying.
Shit like that.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Tell everybody.
I'm just saying because
I'm just saying
if you gotta you don't have any kids, so you won't understand. But what I'm saying is, if a kid,
would any kid want to watch a Rocco's Martin like movie?
That's it. I'm just saying, if it's a kid that's 3 or 4 years old and they know that a cell phone or a video game could kill them, they wouldn't like it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
They'll be scared of it. They'll be afraid of it. They can't really show that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is this.
It would just get difficult.
It's for you. It's for you, though.
That's all I'm saying.
It's for you.
It's meant for us, but it's still meant for kids, too. It's meant for it to be family-oriented.
I don't know, man. I hope that they funnel the marketing into the fact that it's just for us. Because I don't think any of this shit is really to, like, create a real new audience. I think it's really just to please us. I hope they don't, like, funnel and, like, censor what's going on just for them. And I get what you're saying. And I'm not in a position, but I do know that I hope they just make them shits for us, man. They know what it is. They know who's really watching. Like, the kids I know, I don't know any kid who's watching a flat cartoon anymore.
This is true.
I mean, unless they're old. Like,
I can't wait to see Incredibles 2, though, but I understand what you're saying.
I like Incredibles 2. I have an opinion on Incredibles 2.
Go ahead, do you think?
I think Incredibles 2 is going to be great. I think it's going to be exactly what some people want it to be. You see, I always give those... You'll notice those eventually, but what, like... I remember when they announced the fact that it took place a second after the first one, which was that scene when they were fighting. And I was like, okay, cool, that makes sense. If you can do that for that, then why the fuck do I have to sit through and cry through Toy Story 3 when they say fucking Andy's going to go and, like, experiment with drugs and, like, lose his virginity? I was trying to figure out why that part had to be a part of the movie.
I don't know.
I get it. Everybody came back except the son, Dash. The guy who played Dash, he's older and his voice is lower, but everybody else is the same. So, it's interesting, but I kind of wanted to see how they grew. I wanted to see them. I kind of wanted to see, like, a teenage Dash and, like, a college student. True. Like, I just wanted to see that, but it's one of those movies that you've been waiting to see for a long time.
That's true.
And I think sometimes when we finally realize we're going to get those type of movies, we suspend, like, any critique. But what do you think? I don't want to...
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. I just don't want them to Anchorman to it.
Mm.
Because if you pay attention to Anchorman and Anchorman 1 and Anchorman 2, they spread out too long, and the mystery, the love, and all the whatever got lost, and the second one tanked. So has all the juice ran out of this cup for this movie to come back and make a return, or is it going to build on it, or is it going to build something separate?
I have a theory, a quick theory. I think there's two types of sequels. I think there's a sequel that you can immediately create that doesn't dampen the franchise at all. You can make a 3. Like that 2, once you make that 2, they can make a 3. But I think sometimes, and then there's a movie that's supposed to be after a whole bunch of time that actually really picks up the shit and just turns it into something monumental, not necessarily to really start the franchise over again, but something to like be something for you to remember that's as memorable as the first one. True. I'll give you an example. So, I don't think the Anchorman 2 was bad. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
If Anchorman 2, the exact same story, came out a couple years later, it wouldn't have been as bad. Because the what we were expecting, because I remember seeing the trailer. I saw the Anchorman 2 trailer when Ted 1 was out in theaters. And I was like, oh, this shit about to be awesome. Like, you're giving me a trailer for some shit that's coming out over 24 months from now. So I'm thinking I'm going to get like this spectacular movie. And I didn't. And I think that, okay, it's the difference between this. I give you that example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wayne's World 2 is okay, right?
You okay?
What if Wayne's World 2 came out in 2002? Would it still be good? The same exact story, same exact cast? It would be terrible. Not necessarily. But what makes it bearable came out a year later. I see, that demand of time creates a bigger demand of what you think the story should be.
Yes and no, because I'm gonna say something. A lot of people will be like, "No, what is it?" Wayne's World was a stoner film.
Yeah, it was.
And there's always, to the end of time, gonna be stoners. So I think that the stoner movies are just gonna last for the simple fact that whenever you put them out, they're gonna fly.
No, I'm not talking about stoner films. I'm just
saying Wayne's World 2 was a stoner film.
Yeah, I'm talking about franchises. When you trying to create something that you make bigger, they made a fucking video game for that shit. That's just a franchise. Anything that spreads media.
I mean, it was Disney or Pixar. Excuse me for not giving you.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about Incredibles 2.
That's Pixar.
Or Incredibles 1. That joint was lunchboxes, toys. It was always a Disney property. So it's like, if you make a Disney or a Pixar movie, you can always redamper it. Like, look how many times they brought out Lion King and the new Master Edition, the 20-year anniversary edition.
Yeah, how many? There's like 3 Aladdin movies, 2 Pocahontases, like 4 Lion King.
So it's like everything can be remastered, retouched up, and revisited. Oh, we bring you documentary. It's like, kids ain't gonna watch no drawing and behind the scenes about Pocahontas. Nobody. That's for the adults.
Okay. Yeah.
But they gonna because Disney know how to milk a movie quick. Easy.
What you mean? All these live action movies
and then putting them on Broadway and then on the ice and all this stuff.
They have a monopoly.
And then they got Once Upon a Time out there going. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. But I'm just saying, they got ways to weave and woven all this stuff together and make it work.
Okay. So, Incredibles.
Shout out to people that give good lineups. Look at this. Yeah, my boy Q out there giving these cuts. I'm sorry. I'm plugging right now. I'm sorry.
It's a good lineup. It's a great lineup.
It's great. See, I haven't got there yet. I'm trying to work that out. I ain't got that paid yet. I ain't get the paycheck. But see, this is what I'm gonna be looking like.
We're gonna cut this out.
We're gonna cut this out. This is segueing into another conversation. I want to see another Barbershop because Barbershop 3 was good. See, look at that. He didn't even know it was coming. I came at him like a pow. Caught him. He didn't even know. He didn't see it coming.
Are you fucking serious?
Did you see Barbershop 3?
I watched as much of it as I can bear.
Oh my god, it was way better than the first two.
Nigga, what?
Oh my god, it's better than Soul Plane. Try me.
Of course.
Alright then.
But they didn't make 3 of those.
Alright, but it's better than Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah.
Alright, so
you naming like the shittiest movies on the planet. That's like saying, hey man. Point. It's like, hey man, like what you think about like fucking Shanghai Nights? And I'm like,
watch it.
And then you're like, and then you're like, oh man, you sure? Like, what the fuck?
All right, and before we close this show out, we're gonna talk about one more thing, and then we're gonna wrap this up for the night. Jumanji. How do you feel about that? How the new wave Jumanji? How you feel?
I think the new wave Jumanji is cool.
We do got one more thing to talk about. Go ahead.
What's YouTube, man?
I mean, we got one more thing. So we're going to jump on this Jumanji and then we're going to get on one more topic and then we're going to be out.
Okay. I mean, the Jumanji franchise is one of those movies. I think it has the potential to be a good sequel. And I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because you this will be an example. Remember I said the franchise is sequel? This video game,
board game
concept or whatever for the sequel. I think it's cool for the time. I think
because nobody's going to play a board game.
Sequels. That's one of those sequels I think has the potential to, But I don't know how it's going to be. But I think it has potential. I think the concept is cool. I kind of feel like the confidence in the film is not as deep as it should be. And I say that only because you got 3 super famous people to do it. And I mean, granted, Robin Williams was in the first one. I'm not even David Aykroyd. All that, I get it. But I'm just saying.
Is David Aykroyd in that joint?
The original one.
Oh no, he needs to be in the new one.
No. The only reason I'm saying is
he made the first one.
I'm looking at these, looking at the people that are on the poster, and I'm like, this is movie bait. This is only meant for me to watch. This is only meant for me to watch one fucking time. This is me to take one of my younger nieces and nephews or cousins or some shit to go see, and then be disappointed while they think it's great, and I'll be like, this shit fucked up my whole thoughts of which I heard. It could be that way. The thing is, I think it has the potential because they took the story and they turned it into something new. But other than that, I will have to wait to see. I remember, when I saw the pictures, I was like, Kevin Hart, The Rock. I was like, don't they already have movies together? And then I saw Jack Black. I was like, this is not Goosebumps 2. What the fuck am I looking at? So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it was. And then I saw the trailer with the kids. I was like, what fucking kids? I didn't see no pictures of no kids, so I don't know.
All right. So we can get him off from diving off this ledge head first. We're gonna dive into another concept.
Oh, you didn't give me your opinion.
No, because my whole thing about it, I'm completely fine with it. I like how they transform and confirm to the time by switching it to a video game because kids don't play board games now. I'm completely fine with that. The only thing cool I have about it is I haven't heard anything about David Aykroyd being in that joint.
He's not coming back.
He was excellent in the first one.
He's not coming back.
He made that joint. He was the comic relief in that joint. That joint was excellent.
What you mean we got Jack Black playing a woman?
That's not the point. Nobody care about playing. Look, they could have got Tyler Perry to play that joint. When
the last time you gave a fuck about what Jack Black did?
School Rock was cool. Tenacious D was cool.
Nigga, that's a decade ago.
I don't care. I'm still there.
I was in middle school when that shit came out.
Tropic Thunder was good.
But he's the piece of Tropic Thunder you like?
He was, he's kind of at the top. But
there's 13 people in there. It was great.
That's probably true. But
he was in the bottom 10.
What is the name of this show, people? Tunnel Vision. So it's my vision, it's my thoughts, it's my opinion. So what I'm saying is,
just yours.
I mean, you got yours.
I see you.
Yeah,
I see you.
This yours.
I care.
When you talk, it's your vision.
I care.
When it's mine,
all I'm saying,
it's my vision.
All I'm saying is,
so your tunnel over here, my tunnel over here. Yeah. I'm gonna need you close that.
You want to see Jumanji?
Why not?
And I don't really.
I don't watch a whole bunch of bullshit this year.
I know.
So all right, last bit of news, and then we're gonna call this juggle quits. We thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate y'all for watching. We got one more little topic, and then we're going to call it quits. Thank you for turning in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chilling with us. This is Tunnel Vision on Dunkin' on Sports. C. Brown right here. But the last topic is, how do you feel about Will Smith being Aladdin?
I think it's an injustice for anybody.
Oh, my God. Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
I'm just playing. I feel like... I don't really know. I'm not... I remember seeing, the list of people saying that it was appropriation and shit like that. I saw that, and maybe I'm not a part of that community or culture to really have an opinion. But I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting to see. I think he can do a great job. The people they picked, as far as other roles, I think is great. I think that Disney's very sensitive now, more sensitive than they used to be, as far as attaching certain movies to certain cultures because they know they exist. I mean, I think
attention to detail.
Yeah, the attention to detail. I think
they couldn't have made this movie years ago. They would have been attention.
and I think that it's going to be interesting to see, only because I want to see how they're going to do the genie, how realistic Genie's going to look. I want to see that.
All right. Another thing to add on, I'm kind of glad they didn't make this a couple of years back, because when we had that Bollywood kick, I think people would have thought we were playing with it, and that would have dumbed their movie down or, took away from the movie. So I'm kind of glad that they did wait.
Yeah, because if they didn't wait, Genie would have looked like a big-ass flubber. So I just want you to know that.
Ooh, okay, that's hard to chew on. My thing is, I haven't grasped if I want Will Smith's face to be CGI'd as the Genie, or them just to do a generic just Genie face.
I think
I haven't really grasped.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
How they gonna do that?
I'm not grasping the whole concept of how it's gonna look, because
I'm completely fine
I get
with
the voice
with Hulk's face looking like the actor that plays Hulk. I have no problem with that. But as of Genie doing it, would that be disrespectful to Robin Williams' work to get us to where we're at now? So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that.
I don't know. Did you watch? I know you know, because you have an outlet to see. I don't. Have you seen The Beauty and the Beast?
No, I just can't. I didn't really like that growing up, but I mean...
The only reason I say that, because, I mean, you obviously could have came across it. I mean, I could have too, but I'm saying...
I will for the show.
How would they play... How will they play it out? I mean, I remember I saw how they did the clock, and it was just like an eye sitting on a clock, and I was like, oh, this doesn't really look like the shit I remember. But it's all about the translation. I think that if it's done respectively, it will. I don't want him to make him look like a Middle Eastern man with Will Smith's voice, because I feel like that shit seems kind of racist.
I don't know. All right. Well, look. Okay, look. I'm not even going to dive into that, because that's going to make this video seriously longer than it needs to be. I hope that everything we've given you tonight and today, wherever you're at, whatever time zone you're in, is giving you insight onto the movie news that we got this weekend at San Diego Comic-Con and D23 this past week. We got a whole lot more to talk about. We dropped a blooper barbershop just throwaway video with us just goofing off, trying to get this camera straight.
He was goofing off. I was on point.
Possibly.
I was on point. I was on point.
You have your tunnel vision on that situation when you watch the video. Also, check out the other video we did on Black Panther, the Avengers, and
prequels.
And then a bunch of Star Wars stuff. We dropped that video as well. So just check them out, man. Become a family, become a friend, become a fan, become a everything. Support us. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Holler at us, man. This be Tunnel Vision on Dunkin' on Sports. This be your boy C. Brown, and this is your boy
Mike.
And that's how we do it. Peace.